Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's up,
It's
guys?
your boy Modest Phillips, and it's Dominique right here with me from Royal Entourage Global. We coming live to you guys with this is our episode 12,
Mm-hmm.
season 1, episode 12 of the Personal Growth Lifestyle. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about in our last video. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out on our YouTube. We give you all the information on that towards the end. Um, but in our last video, we talked a little bit about how you're allowing your past to actually affect the opportunities and situations you can get yourself into in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So this one we wanted to talk about, like, okay, for those people out there who maybe ready to take that next step, like you ready to figure out what you need to be doing next to get to the next level. We want to be able to talk to you about a few different things that you can open yourself up to, that it's proven through results and proven through science to actually work. The keyest thing I can tell you guys is what started giving me momentum in my life is when I stopped making decisions off who I wanted to work with or either I wanted to learn from based off emotion and started making it based off logic. Logic, like, is this book that I'm getting, this stuff that I'm watching, is it really something that I need that's going to be able to benefit me for the stuff that I need to get accomplished right now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So real quick, I'm gonna give you one quick one, and I'm gonna let Dom jump in and give you a few. One thing that I can give you guys that I would say helped me the most when it came to opening myself up for change is kind of like condensing everything, like like simmering things down, making it more simple.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the steps that people want to take is personal development. You kind of, because you need to heal yourself from the inside out, right? So in doing that, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of things that you can get your hands on. A lot of books, a lot of videos, a lot of stuff on YouTube and all of these different social media platforms. Good information, but the thing is, the key to actually making this stuff work is not only the learning of, but the implementation of, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be implementing these things. So the only way you can have enough time to do that is if you narrow down the people and the things that you're consuming, so you can be able to set small goals for yourself and actually get it done. So that'd be my first thing.
Right. So I like to, like you said, go off of like blueprints, other people's results, because it's not realistic if you're not being able to look at other people and see their success, through your own lens. But what I mean by that is using other people's blueprints is to find these successful people that, that kind of have the same niche that you do, and, study them, read their books, do different things like that. And I guarantee you'll come up with, they'll give you so many different ideas that you can blend in with your own. And what I mean by that is like, what I've been learning is building up a characteristic for yourself. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean by looks, and I don't mean by, it's not even necessarily the way you even talk or the way you do all that. It's finding different attributes about yourself that you can connect with other people. That's like the only way you're going to be able to, like, ever fit in anywhere is connecting with different people. Because it was funny, one of my mentors, he had a very interesting, like, it was almost to see how his results would go. So he basically had always 99% of the time had his customers or clients be males. Well, one time he wanted to see if he can somehow get females in. And so a way he did that was, instead of just connecting with a male side perspective, he brought in a female to connect with the female side. And about time he was done with all that, he asked the females, why did you guys come here? Why did you guys select to choose to come here? And they said, because you had a female that we wanted to be like. Not because of him. He had nothing to do with it. All he did was brought in somebody that connected with his people. That's all he did. It had nothing to do with the mentor I'm talking about. It had nothing to do with him. It literally strictly had to do with him saying, let me find somebody that's just like me, but a female version, bring her in, bring women in, and it worked. Usually all of them are guys that come because they connect with Russell, But with that being said, it's interesting because we sell ourselves short and only work with people in our niche, not realizing that we have many characteristics about ourselves. Don't sell yourself short by calling yourself, just a trader. Like, you're not just a trader. Like, you have many different, skill sets and different attributes. And it doesn't even have to be necessarily a skill set. It could be something that you connect with. Oh, you like coffee? I like coffee too. Maybe they'll end up, if you sell coffee or you know somebody that sells coffee, now you can make them a sale.
Starting a coffee club.
They like coffee. Or starting a coffee club. Like, it could be something so small. It doesn't even have to be. But if you're connecting with the right people, that's how you gain not just like customers, clients, but that's how you gain like relationships. That's how you build foundations with different people, partnering up with different people. Like I said, it could be maybe you didn't connect with this person because of this, but then you start talking about something in your past that happened to you, and they're like, oh, that happened to me too, and now you guys are connecting on a different level, just different personal level.
Yeah. Well, quick chime in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you following us on YouTube at Royal Entourage Global. You can follow her on Instagram at Pretty As Dom. You can follow me at Modest Phillips. Like we all, one more thing real quick, guys. Something interesting a friend told me, I don't know what's today, Wednesday. Yeah. It was Monday, actually. I almost said yesterday. So something interesting a friend told me Monday. He was saying that, like, through his whole journey, he's an investor or whatever. But through his whole journey, like, he's been, like, battling all of these things that he's been trying to live up to. Like people he's been trying to live up to, things that he should have been doing, instead of allowing it to be so easy. Like, I'm a firm believer, I'm a firm believer in God, and I believe that information, like no matter if it's the Bible or if it's good information to help you, I believe it was laid out there to be your blueprint. All of this figuring out, so you got to open yourself up to education. I need you to change your paradigm towards education. I know we get systemized because we go through K through 12, and then you say go to college, and you think of education like I'm paying money to go to school and I'm learning science and this and this. But no, I'm talking about the practical, being able to apply, being able to think, being able to make cognitive decisions, being able to, manage your emotions, like all of those things, falling in love with grinding, falling in love with information, because information is what's going to take you to the next level, right? So if you develop this negative connotation on education, it's like a lot of you guys come into the entrepreneur world, you come into want to learn a skill set, and you don't think you have to apply those same valuable things that you was taught in school about how to study, about how to work with other people, about how to do research, about how to take notes. You think that you can just come in and just soak it all in and just get rolling. No, you got to appreciate education, not in the form of something you're paying for, but in the form of all life. Education of relationships, education of religion, education of history, education of self, right? You have to open up yourself, let go of your ego, and open up yourself to learning. And like I said, be specific. Like, you can figure out what you need. You can talk to people, ask questions, start asking those hard questions to yourself, opening yourself up to that help. Quick example before I let her jump back on. A question that you can ask yourself would be something like, if you're having a problem and you're steady finding yourself not financially being where you're at in your life, you need to ask yourself, like, why aren't you there? Like, what's been holding you back? Like, and those, whatever you say, what's been holding you back, now you identified your excuses. You get what I'm saying? So start doing stuff like that, bringing other people in. Sometimes you got to bring somebody in with a little bit more girth so they can get you off your ass.
Right. Or get away from the people that you're already around because they're not helping, People don't realize that they're around toxic people, and those toxic people aren't going to really help them or get them anywhere. We've talked a lot about that in a couple of our last videos. If you guys are being around a group of people that are just being negative all the time, like, how are you ever going to figure your stuff out or figure yourself out if you're constantly letting all that go into your vertex, You'll never truly find yourself. You'll never truly find, like, what you want to do in life.
Yes.
Besides just being a grandma, an aunt, an uncle, a sister. Like, that's all we label ourselves as. Oh, I'm an auntie of 10 or a grandma of 11. Like, what? Like, that's literally what we label ourselves as. Like, that's it. Like, you know, and that's all cool, but it's like we are much more than just that, you know? Like I said, you know, don't just call yourself a Forex trader, because that's not, you're going to limit yourself. You know, and somebody might look at you and be like, oh, well, they're not a marketer, or they're not this because they're strictly a Forex trader. Meanwhile, you are. You can just cut yourself short because you're not putting that content out there. You're not putting that energy out there to people that I do this and this and this and this, and it doesn't stop. And if I don't do it, I know somebody who does, or maybe you know somebody who does, or you know, like it can all flow perfectly right if you don't cut yourself short. You know, we all do that. We tend to like think, oh, we have to just work on this part of our life. No, you have to be working on all parts of your life to be able to combine it together. You know, personal development. You know, you have to be working on like your relationships with people. You have to be working on, you know, whatever you like to do. You have to grind hard, study, learn it, put it out there, connect with other people. You know, like you can't just keep it all to yourself all the time. Like, you have to connect with other people.
Yeah, you guys, like, I know a lot of us are caught up in, like, you know, having our certain routine, our certain schedule. We go see the same people, the same birthdays, the same parties, the same day, like all around the year for years and years and years. One of the things I suggest you guys do, I'm not saying that you can't attend and do that type of stuff, but I want you guys to step out of your bubble, step out of your box, do something new, meet some new people. People like fishing. It's people out here who like me personally, I like speaking and talking. So it's easy for me to go find groups of people who like to talk about talking.
Or like to just listen.
Or like to just listen.
Like, you know, want to just hear him talk.
So,
you know, like,
it's easy for me to go connect with those type of people. And that's what actually brought opportunities to me. Like, it's a two-way relationship when it comes to growth. Like, growth is always going to be existent in the form of availability, right? What you have to do is you have to put yourself in positions to be able to connect with that, right? So, for example, what I'm saying on a deeper level is like I believe that we all have countless opportunities thrown our way. Now, maybe not every opportunity might have been the right one to hop on, but when you continuously ignore opportunities and chances that you have to do things and try things, what happens is your view of these opportunities become more and more obscured, right? It's kind of like they become more fainter and fainter. Things that would be good to you start to look at them as invading or toxic or overwhelming. And those are all, you know, stressful and hormones that are created because you've been stagnant in your life. That's why I told you guys you need to be stepping outside of your box. And that's a big thing that you can do to start opening up to change. It's going to make you stop. Because think about it. How can you get over the values and principles and ideologies that you have if you're steady continuously around the same thing and the same people? Like me, for example, no disrespect to everybody got those certain people in your family and friends who are going to obviously be able to go to the next level with you. But then there are those that when you start talking certain stuff, it's like a foreign language. You just got to like accept that. It's like a foreign language. You just got to focus on learning that lingo because it's things that we haven't been taught and you got to go get it.
Right. Yeah. I remember I talked a lot about that in one of my Instagram lives.
Yeah.
You know, telling people knowing how to separate people that have to do with personal life and people that have to do with business life. You don't ever want to mix the two. It's horrible.
Exactly. It brings your business down.
Don't mix the two, you know?
How can you have a team, like the energy, how can you have, like, it just won't work?
Yeah. No, if they want it, they'll come to you, you know? We've learned that. You can tell them over and over and over again, but maybe one day they'll eventually, you know, it'll click in their head and they'll come back to you. But if they want it, they'll come to you.
You remember our mentor just said that one of his best friends for his whole life, out of all the years he'd been working, knowing he needed help, never hit him up, never talked to him, never asked anything. He was talking to him on the phone and was like, you know what I do. You know I'm one of the number one motivational speakers and personal development people in the world.
What are you doing?
Like, why haven't you hit me up and talked to me? So that's a perfect example. Like, I know you want to help the people that's closest to you. I know you do. I know you do, but that ain't always be available.
Yeah.
It's 2020. We going into 21. COVID showed you that you need to be serious about your business. So if that friend ain't helping you get to the next level, it's necessarily not even your friend no more, because you ain't doing shit for them and they ain't doing shit for you.
Right. But that's where you have to like I said, know that if you want to keep them in your life, you have to put them onto the other side of I see you when I see you, and I talk to you when I talk to you.
And you have to recognize that.
Yeah, but that's exactly.
And stick to it.
Yeah.
You made that decision.
Yeah.
People are the devil gonna try to come and have people say to you, "You fake now, and you act like you don't talk to me no more," and all that different type of stuff.
Yeah. and don't get mad when they don't support you. Also, like that's another huge the other side to it is if they don't support you, it's okay. Like they don't have to do everything you do, because like I said, you guys don't do everything they do.
Exactly.
So it's 100% okay. Like don't put your feelings and emotions in it. If you continue to be a part of that person's life, like don't give them a hard time about it for the rest of their life.
Right.
Like why do that? Like don't, every time you talk to them or see them, don't even bring up what you do. Exactly. If they bring it up, well, cool, whatever.
Trust me. If people know what you do.
Yeah.
If they want to rock with you, then they'll get on. I have no problem. People know what I do. Strangers, people close to me.
Yeah.
I have family members I ain't talked to in years. They know I've been trading for years, and they hit me up and ask me questions like,
and
"Are you
that's
still
like personal or business,
like trading Forex stuff like that?" People know what you do. When they're ready to hit you up, they're going to hit you up, and they reach out.
People know if you hang around all day, just chilling all day, and they don't hit you up, it's because they just don't hit you up. Like
it don't matter. It don't matter. I figured that out through experience, like talking to people. Like I used to get down by questions. People like, "Oh, how much money you making? This and this." And now that I'm making money, people still got excuses. Like literally, that's the only thing I used to hear when I was learning is people like, "Oh, when you start making money, then get back to me." Or how much money you making, young dog? Or when you making money, how much money? How much money can I make? And
or
now
this
that
ain't gonna make enough money
now that
for
I'm
your
making
family,
money, it's like now it's another excuse. Oh, I don't have time. So I learned that like, man, that's all bull crap, bro. Like I can show a person $100,000, man. It don't even matter. Like if you get pumped up for a week, it's about what you're gonna do, about like what you're gonna like, chances that you're gonna take.
Exactly.
That's it, man.
No, that's it. Like period. Like you can't convince nobody to want to do anything.
Nope.
Like the only thing you can do is keep grinding, keep putting content out there, keep providing it for people.
Yep.
And don't, like he said, they'll see what you do.
Let's see what you do.
Like unless you're keeping it,
God
hiding
will make
it,
a way.
you're not putting it out there, then that's
if you're
on
doing
you.
what you're supposed to be doing, you know, you on your spiritual development, your personal development.
Yeah, I believe the universe will come back to you.
A way will be made. There's people out there who loving what we're doing. There's people out there who I'm working with right now, teaching, training, making money with, personal development, like, getting to know better. So it's like, it's happening. That's what I mean, that some people just don't see it because you denied and fumbled so many opportunities.
But it's crazy because a lot of people will believe and like going to church and believe in going and committing themselves to certain stuff like that. But it's like, why won't you commit to yourself? Like
exactly.
I still can't understand why people will literally commit to everything else except for themselves.
It's a 50-50 with that. Like my mentor teaches, you can pray all you want to pray because he's a minister. He is a pastor.
Yeah, he's a pastor.
You know what I'm saying? So you can pray all you want to pray. You can do all of that stuff. Your sister, mom can believe in you, anything. But if you're not taking what God is telling you to do and putting the energy and putting the work in, then it's not going to work. You got to be obedient to what he's telling you to do. Like, okay, learn this, do this, provide, give people value.
Right.
Like certain things like that. Like step out. I need you to stop doing that. I need you to stop doing that. Like you hear these self-talk things. When you do exercises like writing down goals, when you do exercises like self-analyzing or getting accountability partners, those are ways that God can talk to you. You just have to listen. You're not just making those goals up out of nowhere, out of your head. These are things that God are putting in your head and manifesting, and now you're recognizing them and writing them down. Now you have to go put the energy and the grind on it and keep praying for guidance and keep working. And that's the secret formula. Ain't no secret formula. Like education, hard work, and faith. That's it.
Yeah.
You're going to find the right people because you're going to through education, it's going to teach you how to network. Through education, it's going to teach you how to connect with people. Like, so don't, all the things you worried about, I don't know how to talk to people, I don't know how, education will teach you that.
Remember when I said find out what your best attributes are, what your characteristics are?
Yeah.
You'll, trust me, bring all those out when talking to people, you'll connect like crazy.
It'll teach you
I don't
exactly
care if you
what you
like
need to know.
freaking hot Cheetos. Somebody out there loves hot Cheetos too. Like, you know, like it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? You walking by and be like, oh, I like your car. Oh, okay, thanks. What kind of car is it? You know? Oh, I like your dog. Like, it's so easy to connect with people, you guys. We just stop there.
We do.
We just stop there. Like, we don't go further into, oh, hey, what you doing later? You want to meet up for a drink or some coffee or this or that? You know, like, why do we stop there?
I know.
Like, we already made contact with that person.
So why do we? Yeah.
Like, we went from cold traffic to warm traffic, and we stopped there, and we could have made him hot traffic.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Like, we literally can tell a stranger, hey, have a good day, and they'll continue to talk back to us, and we just stop there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
So it's like, I'm gonna end off with this right here. I know it's easy for, you know, life to be going on, and you to, like, think you got so much stuff on your plate, because you're dealing with so many people. If you feel like you have so much stuff on your plate, it's because you have too many problems and too much negative energy allowing in your vortex. You're allowing too much stuff in you. So with that said, I want to say is, I know it always feels like there's a lot going on, and you see this stuff that people talk about on social media. You hear these people and you just blow it off. Yeah. Like, you see people talking about fixing your credit. And I'm not an advocate of most of this stuff. I'm only doing one thing right now. But you see people talking about fixing credit. You see people talking about learning sales skills and different stuff like that. And you just blow it off. Like, oh, that's just some person trying to sell me. They're just trying to make some money. It ain't about you, fool. Those people are trying to give you information that's going to take you to the next level. That's all it's about.
I mean, do your research if you think they're a scam. But at the end of the day,
it ain't even about like, people just need to get off that, man. Yeah. Like, people just need to, you a scam. Like, you need to get off that because you're cutting yourself short. Man, stop. Just stop. Don't even think about a scam. Don't even think about it. Like, I know people get got, but we ain't even in a position. Like, you need to start. Like, speaking about a scam, we need to start.
Maybe you need to get scammed a couple times.
Yeah, exactly. Something. But the point is, what I'm saying is that what you need to do is you guys have to stop looking at stuff as, what is somebody trying to get out of me? But you got to go out here and get what you're trying to get, right? You wouldn't be always looking at people like a scam, like a scam of this, if you knew what you was going to get, because wouldn't none be able to come in and bother you or get you off your track because you know what you're going after.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And this is what I'm going to end with. You know?
Alright, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Roy Entourage Global. You could join his financial literacy page, Roy Entourage Global Financial Literacy. Our network page is Roy Entourage Global Network.
Yeah, it's all Roy Entourage Global, so it's simple.
Yep. I'll leave all the links in the comments.
Yeah.
But until then, guys, we'll see you on episode 13.
Appreciate all you guys jumping on, man. Love you guys, man. We love that you guys come out and listen to us, and we be able to share our knowledge with you guys. So hope to see you next time. Peace, guys. Yeah.